Jovic again, he's going in for the... Ooh.
Nikola Jović started catching Scout's eyes during the 2021 Adidas Next Generation tournament in Belgrade, where he led Mega to victory and was elected MVP of the tournament. He would then continue his excellent run of form for his country, guiding Serbia to a 4th place finish as their top scorer. That earned him a permanent starting spot on Mega's senior team for this season as an 18-year-old, as well as lottery discussion for the coming NBA draft. Jovic is a scorer with interesting shot creation potential. With a reliable outside shot, he is able to create space between him and his defender for step back and side step threes. He has a quick release and gains good momentum after his dribble to keep his balance when shooting. Jovic is also a threat on drives, although going mainly to his right. He's at 45% on rim attempts on the season, being able to go at defenders and using his size to finish. Jovic is really good at squeezing through defenses to get to the rim, and his body control and ability to shift his body mid-air give him more weapons when finishing inside. In a more complementary role on the senior team, Jovic has had to learn to play off the ball a bit more, and he has done just that. He is a menace on catch-and-shoot situations, going for 1.33 points per possession on the season on a significant number of repetitions. Jovic has shown growth in this aspect of his game, learning to have less of the ball, while also having to be efficient, and projects to be a really interesting outside shooter of the ball in the NBA. He's able to just spot up and can come off screens to shoot. He is also able to put the ball on the floor and attack closeouts, with a quick first step in using his shooting prowess to his advantage. Nikola Jović likes to get out in transition and thrives on it. With 1.12 points per possession, he is a safe bet when going downhill. Uses his large step and quickness to get past defenders and explosiveness to finish above the rim or around defenders. He's a really good lob threat on breakaways or as the ball handler with fluid handles that allow him to go all the way. Shows constant improvement on the low post when defended by smaller players. Can easily shoot over them with a high release point and is able to use his body to quickly spin, leaving the defender behind. Has interesting footwork and uses a nice pace to push opponents toward the rim. The Serbian youngster is a gifted passer, even if the numbers don't show it completely at the moment. Has improved a ton on pick and rolls, on how to use his gravity to his benefit and how to toy with defenders. The repetitions he got as a primary ball handler with the under-19 Serbia team helped him a lot, slowing down the game for him and putting him more in positions where he had to decide, learning how to make better reads and use the defender's momentum to his favor, having the necessary patience to wait for them to make a move and then react to that. Jovic has become really good at using his body to trick defenders, positioning himself to throw the expected pass and having defenders leaning, before passing the ball in other directions. At 6'10", Jovic is really good at using his size, especially on offensive boards. Coming off the weak side, he goes after rebounds when the defender isn't looking. Even against set and prepared defenses, his height is a really helpful tool for him, snatching rebounds away in traffic. Jovic struggles when driving and finishing using his left hand. He is good enough with his right to still be able to create advantages going right, but in the NBA, this problem will only become more evident. It's noticeable that he can't create separation the same way going left, and loses balance more easily when bumped. It's really common to watch him drive left only to stop his dribble or cross to his right, where he feels way more comfortable. Nikola Jović is, at this point in his career, a serviceable off-ball defender at best. He struggles on isolations against guards, lacking the necessary lateral quickness and hip flexibility to react to quick changes of direction and having to give a lot of space to attackers. He also shows a lot of difficulties navigating screens, be it off-ball or on pick and rolls, usually getting stuck on the screen and losing his man. He is smart and quick enough to play off the ball on defense and shows willingness to help his teammates and rotate. has the size to create problems around the rim and potential to play the passing lanes a bit more, instead of always playing it safe. Can really read plays on the opposite side of the ball and cut penetration or stop rollers going to the basket. He is surprisingly good on closeouts, allowing only 0.71 points per possession in those situations. Although tall, his lean frame puts him at a disadvantage on the post, mainly against bigger and stronger players. He is able to withstand the first and second blows and will create problems to less patient post players, but doesn't have the required upper and lower body strength to keep up on the low post in mismatched situations. At the NBA level, Nikola Jović projects to be a good scorer, with the potential to become a good playmaker and improve as a shot creator. His ability to play off the ball as an outside shooter or attacking closeouts gives him a good enough offensive arsenal to work on different schemes. He is a really complete offensive player, has the IQ and court vision to read plays and be a ball handler in the league, and play the pick and roll or go off his dribble. His shot is probably the quickest skill to get him playing time, with a quick release at a high point, being able to shoot above defenders. After that, his transition play and driving, using his body to avoid defenders and finish in a variety of ways, will allow him to be more than a one-trick pony in the association. His defense needs work for sure. Jovic shows more desire to defend and improve on that front, but he still struggles a lot staying in front of quicker offensive players and will be hunted on defense. Off the ball, he does a good enough job to contain penetrations and rotate to help, and can become more of a weapon on passing lanes. Needs to have a bit more muscle to be able to endure contact against stronger players, but his main point of improvement has to be his movement when defending the ball, especially when the physical tools are there. Nikola Jović should be a first-round lock for this year's draft, with a real shot at the late lottery. His quick rise at Mega Basket and his impressive showings at ANGT and the Under-19 World Cup show the potential he has and put him in a really good position to thrive in the NBA.